Good afternoon. I switched to a different drive today to see if we could do something about this forest that's growing in the middle of my airport in Petersburg. I'm using Sim Heaven and just seeing if we could do something better that way. And it looks like Sim Heaven is bound and determined to have a forest. I have a suspicion that it's a Sim Heaven issue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up another another edition here that does not have Sim Heaven on it, and let's take a look and see if it'll take care of it, if it's truly Sim Heaven or not. I think there might be a setting in there as well. Let me take a quick look at map enhancement, because it does have okay, let me stop that. Okay, so this road building overlay, it's what's supposed to have prevented that, because by having it installed, it's supposed to overwrite that, but apparently not in this case. I believe this is the beta. Okay, this one does not have Sim Heaven on it. So what we're going to do is go ahead and give it a try and see if we can get it opened up without a forest on our ramp in Petersburg. There's it's airport. Make sure gateway. Okay. So while we're doing this, how's everybody's day going? I hope it's going well. It's been going pretty casual. Been feeling really lazy lately. I need to do something about that. I don't know. Maybe get out of the house and get away from this flight simulator. But right now I'm just kind of checking out. Did that just see 1650 frames per second before it went to NA? That's pretty interesting. But yeah, hopefully everyone's day is going pretty well. Here in Arizona, another beautiful day. I think we have 340 of those as mandatory per year. It's kind of weird though when you have a flight simulator and it's flying out of Alaska, and right now the site's seen a little bit of overcast and gloomy. There we go. So we have trees, and this does not have Sim Heaven on it, by the way. This is just the beta version, and so this. See if we can get American Airlines. I still was not able to find a Alaska Airlines livery, and apparently my American Airlines livery doesn't work for it either. How interesting is that? That's a bummer. Okay, let me try the Canadian. Guess it doesn't matter since we're going to be inside the plane, but I kind of like it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go in now. Oh my goodness. I do not have my plane set up for go action. So give me a moment here so we can make that happen. Trees all through the plane. How funny is that? So definitely want to be able to a little closer there, giving me a center view. Okay, so let's see. Pilot's view, looking left, looking right. Jump seat, and there's my panel here. Let's get back to the middle here. Catch that overhead action there. So once again, overhead, looking right, looking left. We're good. Wow, this is a really bright cabin. One thing I've noticed about the tallest airplanes is that if you look at the windows, they are actually tinted. Here, I'll show you. There we go. Well, the one reason that I don't take it outside is simply because whoa, we got the TRs active over here. How's that a thing? We'll have to adjust that in while we're at it here. What I've done is I've got multiple editions of X-Plane set up on the simulator. Obviously, to test it out. Okay. Alrighty. So, why are our thrust reversers active? Yeah, that's right. That's right. No. Okay, so all right, so we have the FADAC using the did I do two? No, I didn't. I'm so sorry. Okay, but I should have another position here, but normally my oh, that's the first time I've ever done that. I've actually had to manually set these, but here we go. Okay, that's So let's take a look here. And then we're, okay, let's idle, climb. Wide open. Let's reverse. Okay. Perfect. Alright, why did you do that before? Didn't. Alright, so we're good there, and of course the whole time, never thought to turn these on.
Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Careful.
No, it's Just Plain Radio.
Yeah.
The show devoted exclusively to flying and the aviation lifestyle.
I can fly.
Brought to you by JustPlaneRadio.com.
It's your lucky day.
Your aviation resource on the information super skyway.
You got a plane.
Call Just Plain Radio toll free now at 888-884-2FLY.
And the sky's the limit.
That's 888-884-2359.
Sir, I'd like you to take the helm, please.
I'd be glad to. Greg, your co-pilot, that is me, and I am flying solo because, I feel empowered. After last week's adventure in Tampa with Captain Ed and Captain Keith, I said, you know what? I may not have them with me right now, but I can fly because I literally had control of the flight controls there when we flew back and forth to Tampa for the AOPA fly-in.
Alrighty.
And I still retained
some
more
in-flight
skills
entertainment.
than I
So we'll be
anticipated. Now, to assist in the left seat or the right seat, I don't know which seat you're in, Captain Dennis is with me to help out. Hey, Dennis, how are you, buddy?
Hey, good afternoon.
All right, so are you impressed? Are you thinking like, wow, you did this? And
When you sent me the picture and the video clip, I'm like, holy, finally. We've been trying to get you out to the airport for how long, and you did one better. We thought you were going to be in the back seat just as dead weight, but they actually put you up front.
yeah, I was planning to go as parasitic drag, as Ed often likes to call me. However, right before we got in the plane, they said, you're flying. I'm like, what? It's a Piper Archer? What was it again? Let me think.
I think it was an Archer.
Yeah.
Remember we had that conversation before you were heading off.
Ladies and
So,
gentlemen,
did you have any
the
problems
aircraft doors
transitioning
have
to
been
having the
closed.
wing on the bottom
So
instead
at
of the
this
top?
time,
You know,
all
I
electronic
actually I
equipment
didn't,
needs to be
and
turned
I'm
off
glad
and
they
left off
didn't tell me I was going to
10
fly
minutes
before
into
we
our
got
flight.
in the plane
If you
because
came on board
that
with
probably
a
would have
mobile
freaked me
phone,
out. Because
please check
honestly,
that
I haven't been
now
really
and make
flying
sure it's turned off and
an
left
airplane
off
in like
until you
3
are in the
years,
terminal.
regardless.
My
And
name
when
is
I
Helen.
knew we were flying
I'll
the
be the
Piper
purser
plane,
on
I'm
your
like, well, I'm
flight
not
today.
flying. I've
And
never
on
flown a
behalf of
plane
the
like this
entire
before.
crew,
I've only done
we
a
would like to
Cessna
welcome you
172.
aboard. Flight
So,
attendants, armed
even though
doors for
Keith
departure.
is, saying, oh,
In
you're
just a
flying, I'm like,
moment,
yeah, they're
we will
joking.
be showing
Yanking
you
my chain as
a very
usual.
important
But sure
safety
enough, I
video.
get in the
We
plane,
ask
like, no,
for a
you're
few minutes
getting
of
in
your
the
undivided attention for
pilot
this
chair there. And I'm like,
And
important message.
amazingly, it
Thank
flew
you,
just
and
like the
again,
Cessna,
welcome
didn't it?
aboard.
Probably really close to the same speeds, too.
It did. I was kind of surprised. And, I took off, and things were pretty, they came back pretty quick, and I was surprised they let me taxi out to the runway, and I'm like, oh, okay, I remember how to do this.
Okay. Maybe later we can go ahead and do that, but right now it's just a tad bit annoying, at least to me. I hope if there's a problem, let me know. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's get this going. Okay. Let's set up here. That does not look dry conditions to me. Looks like there's water. Looks like there's water. So, okay. Yeah, we'll go with water right now. 15 degrees Celsius. Man, that was a big change from yesterday where it was 0, but okay. Oh, my goodness. Where are my manners? First things first. Go ahead and pull in the flight plan. Go make a quick visit to Ketchikan right quick. Said I wanted to, two things. I wanted to see, this fixes it, but also wanted to make sure that you tell me. Oh, I'm gonna do it manually today. What was I thinking? I don't know if it'll let me pull it over once I do it manually, but we'll give it a whirl and find out. How in the world? Fine. Okay, just go in there and constant X and we're going to be flying flight level 220. Okay. So we're off of 05 again, and it's a direct no SID, which means we will more likely not have a star again. And we're coming back in on 29 direct. I'm assuming we're going to have the same kind of weather. I don't want to land VFR. No, it's our nav, but I'm going to bring it straight in. And, yeah, no stars, but I don't think there are any stars available for that airport for Ketchikan. Okay. Okay, so once again, it's going to be like a quick 41-minute trip. Hello. Oh, I somehow managed to get that wrong, but hey, surprise, surprise. And fuel block. Okay, a little bit of extra time. It's what? Oh, looks like our altimeter's changed a wee bit. Okay. Oh. You've got to be kidding. My instead of 5,000? Yeah, it is. How did I not see that? Okay. Oops. Okay, we're 3 in, 1.4. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Well, as you heard, they were putting stuff in the airplane. You heard the doors opening and closing. Dead silence. Is that snow? Okay. All right, to accommodate the wind, I mean the snow and whatnot. Okay, so it's oh, because it didn't load in, it's not in my, well, it should be. But it's not in here. So I guess we're just going to have to wing it today. Hold on, let's see if it'll let me do it this way. Excuse me. Okay, here's Petersburg. Sounds so odd saying Petersburg. I'm so accustomed to using Saint in front of it, as in, I'm assuming, Ruski, Russia, of which Alaska, former territory of which for some reason they still feel that, hey, we didn't sell Alaska to America, we leased it. But, hey, it is what it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this going. I want to make sure those are go ahead and get the beacon on since I'm turning on well, be firing up the engine, so might as well. Canada 107, requesting turning 1. Clear to turn 1. Let's see rotation. Getting a light off. We've got a light off. Here we go. Clear turning 2. Turning 2. Got the light up again. It looks like Air Canada Luftwaffe 0210 requesting clearance to take off southbound. Air Canada 0210 Luftwaffe cleared takeoff, runway 05. Clear for immediate departure, altimeter 2997. 0 winds. Have a good day. Okay, so it sounds like we got clearance from a guy that sounds like me. So let's go ahead and ahead and shut out the APU. This is not gonna need it. Okay. Guess I'll need to marshal me around. Guess you won't marshalling because I'm the guy with the hand signals. Apparently Moncapi is on an ice rink. So, yeah. This is ice. This is... I don't think there's another exit out here. Oh, yeah, there is. It's gonna take some concentration. Not sure. I'm working with the throttles here because apparently we have no nose wheel steering. I don't know if this is FAA approved. One thing I've learned about snow, ice is keep it moving. I could have sworn on my other airports this was not an open field but an actual what do you call that? Woods. Yeah, woods, trees and stuff. Okay. So, let's see if we can weave our way to the runway.
approaching 23. On runway 23, flaps, flaps.
I know, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, we do thank you very much for your attention. And now we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the takeoff. The captain has made tower communications available. So if you would like to monitor the air traffic system, just tune your radio to channel 9. And your headsets are in the seat pocket in front of you. We'll give you a little more information about our service plan for our flight as soon as we are in the air. Thank you, and again, welcome aboard.
Okay. Oh, we're not ready to go just yet. We got to get to the end of the runway. And then make a turnaround, so two 907. Feel like years ago in Anchorage there was a 747 that had was bound determined to fly out, and everyone had pretty much said, hey, you got icy conditions. I wouldn't do that if I were you. And captain had his own mind made up on how things were going to go, and so even though he was advised by not only the pilots and the manager on duty there and whatnot, he decided, the heck with you guys, I know what I'm doing, and decided to go anyway. And so he went out there and loaded up, got out there to taxi, and so it was 0.4, wasn't it? Oh, 1.4. Got to loading up his airplane. Okay, we're good. And as soon as he got to the end of the runway, got clearance to take off, and was in position, trying to get in position to take off, and we had some. Anchorage has the Chugiak and the Chinook winds that in the winter that really can make your world really bad, uncomfortable, and those winds sometimes can be pretty high. And so I don't know what the wind gusts were or anything like that. I was a child. I just remember because I came in on the flight right after it had landed, and there's a 747 in a ditch on the side of the runway. What happened? But basically what occurred was just he decided to line it up. The wing caught the broad side of the airplane when he rotated around, and in essence pushed him off the runway. It took at least 2 years to disassemble that airplane and get it out of the ditch. So I'm trying not to be that guy. And as you can see with our off-road venture at the very onset of this, there's a very good chance I might be that guy anyway, but hopefully not. Yeah, there's no chance of the engine's not being warmed now as much time as we took getting down here. Okay, so once again, the trick is
On runway
stop.
05.
I know, right? Okay, we're out of here. Wow, that's a different path it's taking than we normally do. We usually take off to the left, and today it looks like we're going to the right. Oh, we're just going. It's not flying any, it's just basically going a direct path straight to Ketchikan. I'm gonna have to say that's my fault for not putting in. Could not even begin to tell you why I was assuming that the plane would figure that part out, but it didn't.
2,500. 2,000.
Okay. Hey, look, when your airplane's saying you're coming close to a mountain, and you're coming close to a mountain. Okay. Go ahead and okay, the fun part about snow is the turbulent air that it creates when you're flying through it. What's our issue here? Oh, okay. you over speeding for? Your flaps are retracted. We do want to get paid, don't we?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now passed the altitude of 10,000 feet. All electronic devices may now be switched off from airplane mode. This aircraft is equipped with Wi-Fi. Please see a flight attendant for more information.
Behave. Be nice. Okay, doesn't look like we have much scenery to enjoy today. Strobe light off. I did turn it on. Put it in position 1. Okay. Alright. We got our breakout. Man, are those some high clouds for Alaska. I take that back. I mean, as far as, because I could have sworn when I looked to my left there. Okay. When I initially glanced at the clouds to my right, it looked like the top of it was beveled off, as if, you know, a number of thunderstorms, when they develop winds aloft, which means all heck is about to break loose. They'll get where the top of it's leveled off now, which means it's created its own wind situation. The only thing that I don't like to see, other than that, would be when it's kind of fluffy and look like a nuclear bomb had gone off, and it's kind of that little round shape as it goes up 20, 30,000 feet in the air. Because usually that means that what comes out of that cloud is going to be round, really heavy, really hard, and it's going to hurt when it hits your head. And but it also creates its own weather effect here as well within the cloud. So that's what I thought I saw when we first came through. It was like, oh my goodness, this is going to be quite the eventful ride. Take a look here. Since it's only a 40-minute ride, we don't have much time before we'll be coming down soon. Let me see. Why?
Altimeter setting.
I know, right? Okay. -2, dew point -7, 2996. -2, so it's let's see where it says overcast or anything, but I don't know. I'm going to kind of do that into ice, engine and wing, because we got fluffy stuff. And we're getting beat all around, so yeah. Oh yeah, that's on full. Okay. Yeah, we're not coming into that, but okay, 135. So we reached the top of descent, eh? We were RNAVing into. No, we're not RNAVing. We're ILS, right? Because I wasn't playing around, and I believe I was doing a Dragon Ball Z. So it gives me 12. Okay. Alrighty. My goodness. You've got to be kidding me. Is this really 29 miles out?
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be serving you with cold drinks and a light snack.
fine. We'll just go with that then. I'm not even about to, man. I understand with the turbulent air we're gonna fly through it, but yeah, no. Go ahead and turn on at 2434. Let's see. Looks like a 24. Okay. Nope. Okay. Bringing her down. Apparently, just as we get above the clouds and above the turbulent air, and we get about maybe 3 minutes of enjoyment, we gotta come back down. Now, this is coming into 11, and so coming into flight, 11, landing, landing at 11, it is going to be straight ahead approach. Apparently it's going to feel like a 30-mile final because we're not making any turns. We're just going to bring it straight in. Don't have to circle around or anything. So that's going to be good because especially in weather like this, a few details that I gotta be concerned with better. Let me see. This was 2996, right? Yes. Okay. Okay. We're gonna be landing with the
Altimeter setting.
I just did. We're going to be landing with the anti-ice on the wings and the engines and everything. And I know that some people are like, yeah, we don't advise it, but it's like, look, pal, this is Alaska. I'm landing with it. You got an issue, write me up once we hit the ground, but we want to hit the ground. Give ourselves the best chance of bringing it down. So, let's see. Okay, I stand corrected. I put it back in the standard instead of 2996. So, I guess the plane was correct in going, hey, look, fix your altimeter. I'm at idle. Okay, 240. Alrighty. We're going to circle around a little bit. We're going to be bringing it down from just under 20,000 feet to ballpark for 2,600. So, you know, that the flight up here, you know, we're so busy doing everything else, barely had time, but you know, we definitely want to make sure that we are prepared or give ourselves the best opportunity to make a safe landing. So if it means just burning a little extra gas, circling around up front because we want to make sure we were safe, I'm all for that, especially because I'm on the plane. So but nevertheless, that's what we're doing right now. We're bringing it down. We're at 150 and descending, so it's coming down pretty good. I can't imagine us doing too many laps, maybe 4, about, maybe less, maybe 3, maybe 2. Let me see, because we were at 20-something thousand, so maybe could be possibly 1 or 2 more circles, and we should be in a better position to go ahead and bring it in. Sure glad the flight attendants are serving out Coca-Cola, so keep everybody happy back there. Okay, so it's roughly about 2,000 between here and here. We had like 1,000, not quite midway to here to this point, but we've dropped 2,000 feet. So, okay, we should be. I'm anticipating roughly around maybe 11,000 by the time we get to this point. Before we begin our next turn, let's see if I've got 11, 9, 7. 5. Yeah, could be one whole turn, and we could be in position. My biggest concern is because it's these clouds, us flying into a mountain, that would suck. Okay. So we're at 10.5 now. Okay, so we've got light snow in the Ketchikan, which is the same thing that we were getting here. Now, according to them, they're saying that it's a VFR approach, which I was born at night, but not last night, it was a while ago. But I'm seeing where it's got okay, winds 120, 03 knots. Got a few clouds, and it's overcast with is it 4200? Okay, that's the lower level of it. And then once again, -2 with a dew point of -7. 29 or 9 or 6, and this was the 22nd of February. Is it 5-3 Zulu time? Oh, I'm sorry, 1922 and 53 of Zulu time. Zulu being Greenwich Village, England. Oh my goodness, so we're a lot further along than I'm anticipating, because I thought we'd be about 9 here, 7 here, but it looks like we're 7 here, which means we're probably going to pull out of this at the end of this circle. I'll see if we're about 5-ish or more here. I'd rather be down to 2, so I don't want to do 2600, because if I recall coming in, 2600 is going to put me below some of the peaks there, and because I'm not able to see very well, that would not be a good idea. I may continue around a little bit, although I do have room to work with. Definitely below the speed. Perfect. So, hello, ground layer. It's nice to see you. We might be in a little bit of luck. Depends on how much we're descending, because I don't know. Okay. still descending, even though we're coming around. We're at 42, and I know, right?
2,000.
Mm-hmm. Wow, I'm gonna knock down a couple of trees over here.
Terrain.
I did. I saw it.
Terrain.
I know, right?
Terrain.
Okay.
Terrain.
We're gonna hand flyer now.
Terrain.
Okay.
Terrain. Pull up. Terrain.
I'm good.
Terrain. Pull
1,000.
up. Terrain.
I know, right?
Terrain.
I am a little low.
1,000.
Definitely lower than about 900 feet too low, so let me get back up.
Caution terrain.
Okay, so now you got back up, huh?
Terrain.
Terrain. Pull up.
Terrain.
Terrain. Pull up. Terrain. Pull up.
Terrain.
Okay.
Terrain.
Go ahead and put on all brights so that I can focus. Dude, there's nothing around us now. Yay. 2340. Okay. Okay, that's
Terrain,
full flaps. And
terrain.
I don't know what you
Terrain,
know about
terrain.
VFR conditions, but I'm gonna have to fire that weatherman. Man. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's my 2600. Well, you're too high, mister. I feel like I'm 10,000 miles high. Thank you. Okay. I'll have the Pappies in sight. Thank you.
Approaching 1-1.
I know, right?
Glide slope.
What do you mean I'm below the glide slope?
500.
I can see if you said, hey, you're kind of off to the
Terrain,
right.
Pull up.
100 above.
Terrain. Pull up. Terrain. Pull up.
Minimum.
Glide slope.
300.
Thank you.
Glide slope.
Go ahead.
Glide slope.
200.
Glide slope.
100.
Glide slope.
50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Bunny slope. Okay. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our destination.
I
For your
know.
safety and comfort, we ask you to remain seated until the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. Please check around you for any belongings. Also, please use caution when opening the overhead lockers, as items may have shifted during the flight. Thank you for flying with us, and have a pleasant day. Flight attendants disarm doors.
Okay. I'm gonna have to check and see if this has got Sim Heaven on it as well. I thought it didn't, but I'm beginning to have my suspicions. Okay, I'm not going to be using the jet ramp, but like I prefer because of our looks like danger zone. Going to use the oh, you cannot be planning to clear the runway now. Here we go. One more time. Okay. So here we are. Give me a moment to... Well, you know what? I can call for the external power. Go ahead and put it on. Since I'm up here, okay. Try not to hit my plane if you don't mind. What are you doing? Just doing circles around my airplane? So everybody's coming out, checking it out. Okay, so I would call that about as good a landing under the the conditions as you can ask for. Here, I'm going to go ahead and say that because I might want to critique my landing later on. Okay. Alright, so let's go back and check that out under less harrowing conditions. Wait a minute, before we do that, just want to go take a look and see where is my airplane? Where am I? I was not going to take any chances to bring it up here, considering one, if you see the slope right here, but two, this is ice. This is definitely ice. I was on the TRs from here, back here, and then didn't apply the brakes until I was roughly about here, because I didn't want to skid and whatnot. So to bring it to here, I'm good. I'm really good. That's the reason why it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna. Stop. Leave that on. Yeah. Leave that off. Okay, leave that off. Alrighty. Alrighty, so let's just take a peek here at see how we did. 1, 2, 6. Wow. I don't even want to say. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay, so let me get back here again. You're kidding me, right? Here we go. I'm pretty sure. Woohoo! Okay. Most of you guys are going like, Earl, that was kind of low landing. And I would say, you're right. Okay. 118, 13. Okay. think I can actually go back just a skosh. I like the winding. Okay. What do you think? I'm a stunt pilot. Okay, let's see this from tower now. Look at the traffic on the, or is that water? Oh my goodness, or what appears to be water. No, it's because of the snow, and it's just how the view is distorted. On the wharfs. Well, that wasn't nearly as violent as yesterday. And now we're in the touchdown zone. Touchdown. Okay, nose. Okay, the center one was when I finally got to be get in the plane. Don't say nothing. Okay. Okay, so this is as a passenger. That's amazing. Excuse me for just 1 second here. Just need to Okay. Actually, I want to go back to where we were when we were
2,500. 2,000.
That'll work.
Terrain.
It's you're knocking skiers and stuff off the side of the mountain. Dropping the landing gear. Wow.
Caution terrain. Caution terrain. Terrain terrain. Pull up.
You pull up.
Terrain terrain. Pull up. Terrain terrain. Pull up.
I think I took it out just a skosh wide to avoid potential contact with the terrain.
Terrain, terrain.
Okay. full flaps. I'll have to fly to Ketchikan at some point. I'd like to know if this is actually a highway, a bridge, or what. Because I know that, traveling in Alaska, they do build the highways along the coast instead of mountainside. But I'm curious about this because this looks like it's actually out in the water. So I'm curious about that. I like this side because it gives you an idea of our proximity to the mountains, but I really kind of like looking at the harbor as well. So like that, I'm just, as part of it's like, is that like a whirlpool in the middle of I know it's representing an island, but I just can't help looking at it as if there's water draining into there instead. Okay.
Terrain.
Yeah, Duran. You pull up.
Terrain.
Oh, I got this. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Oh my. Feels like I'm about to land right into the Kenai Peninsula. Reverses are out. Okay. One thing about ice, is to a certain degree, taxiing on ice is kind of like flying. As you see here, the TR is on. That was for braking, to assist with the braking. This plane, well, you saw how we were in Petersburg, so this plane was not going to stop for anything. So use the TRs to, because on this, at least on Microsoft Flight Simulator, they pretend that they put salt and whatever on the runway so that you have traction. X-Plane somehow thinks ice, well, this is a skating rink and you're just all over the place. You have no traction, no steering, no braking. So my only option is to adjust the power, as you see there. This is for braking, as both the TRs are coming out again or deploying, and that's because this is a downhill slope. And as you can see, this is kind of a downhill slope. We were starting to pick up speed, so what I did was have to deploy the TRs a little bit just to keep us from over speeding on the taxi here. Watch it from the okay, and as you see there, kind of moderating the TRs. Don't want to overheat it, but at the same time, we want to get safety. Okay. When you notice the wheels we have no control. We're all over the place. There you go. Let me back it up just a skosh. Okay. I'm on the brakes and the TRs here. And this is, yeah, so there we are. So that's just to, to make sure that we got it safely. Once again, if somebody wants to put paper on me, fine, do it. But the thing is that we're not going to be skidding into the terminal building or the bay. I wasn't going to take any chances. And so, yeah, so there we go. Okay, so there we go. We've made it in here. I hope you enjoyed the flight here. Had a little adventure, but there we go. You have yourself a good day. Thanks for joining.